Happy Tuesday, guys, and welcome to the venue live. My name is Roger Ramirez, and this is Houston's first online live performance venue brought to you from R&R Studio. We're here in the studio today, Christmas Eve, guys, with Achu Normad and Tosin Aribisala and their friends. Awesome musicians, guys. Thank you for making the time to be on our show.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
It's a pleasure to have you out, guys. I know.
Thank you, sir.
So tell us your names, guys, and what you do. What you do in the band.
Yeah, my name is Achu Normad, and I'm a guitar player, singer, and songwriter. And these are my friends. I'll just pass over to them. Yeah.
My name is Tosin Aribisala. I play drums, I write, I sing, and I make the groove happen.
You sure do, buddy.
Yeah, my name is Abayomi Oluwale, but you call me AB, and I play bass and also play keys.
Awesome.
My name is Rolando. I'm from Cuba. I'm a sax player. A little bit flute too.
A little bit of flute?
Yeah.
Nice, man.
Yeah. It's
Where's
nice.
the flute?
No, I didn't bring it.
Well, welcome, guys.
Oh, thank you.
So, Achu,
Yes, sir.
I love your music. Whenever you contacted me, I took a look at your video, and like 2 seconds later, I was like, okay, I have to have this guy here. I know you played with a couple of people around town, but what, tell me a little bit about your music. When did you start writing original music?
Yeah, actually, back in Cameroon,
You're from Cameroon?
Yes, I'm from Cameroon.
Cool, man.
Yes. The country of Richard Bona. I'm pretty sure a lot of people know about him like that. So back in Cameroon, I was playing a lot of guitar and writing, but I did not really sing a lot because we have a lot of singers back there. And I had a band, and I had that role was already filled. So when I got to the US, that's about 5 years ago, I decided to say, okay, I have to step up my music and take it to the next level. And also I have this ideas that I want to communicate and I want to put out, and I'll definitely have to step it up and start writing and singing as well. So that's when I was in Kentucky at the time. I had some very talented musicians that I was working with, and a very good friend, David Faris, and me and him, we were kind of blending African rhythms with jazz, and we were just experimenting, and it was going so good. And very soon after we found our groove, and then we worked on an album, and I recorded an album about an 8-track album earlier, and that's where in the studio recording, that's where I met this awesome drummer Tosin.
You met him in the studio?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, dude.
So
That's
he played
awesome.
on that album, and that's from there.
So you do play in this album?
Yeah.
So from there, it's now downhill for us. Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about you, man. I know it's a pleasure to have you here.
Thanks for having me. Like I said earlier, I play drums. I started playing since I was very, very young, from Nigeria in West Africa. And I dabbled into different instruments before I finally settled with the drum set. And later I realized that I can actually sing. And I was in a choir back in Nigeria when I was young, and the music director didn't allow me to play the drums at all. He knew I could play the drums, but he said, no, you have to sing the bass part in the choir. So that was my background in singing, and eventually I started writing, and just doubled that with drumming, and tried to, Phil Collins, right?
Yeah.
Phil Collins sings, he plays the drums, but he doesn't sing and play at the same time. He fronts the band. So I decided I'm just going to do both at the same time, just like you have Stevie Wonder or Alicia Keys or Nora Jones.
Singer-songwriters.
Singer-songwriter just sitting on their piano and playing. I want to sit on the drums and sing and combine that. So I've been doing that, along the line. I joined Femi Kuti's band in Nigeria.
That was just pretty awesome.
He was in Femi Kuti's band when I joined the band as a bass player. So we played in the band together, and so many other bands that we played together. Jazz bands, jazz fusion, and all that. And then eventually I met Achu.
Yeah.
And today I'm meeting Orlando for the first time. Yeah. So the journey never stops.
It never stops.
It never stops. So we keep evolving and coming up with something new every day. Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome, man. So, I mean, how are y'all here at the same time now? You know, I know.
Yeah.
You know, how did this happen? I know it's the Christmas holidays.
Yeah.
Are all of y'all like from Houston?
No,
I'm from Houston, and
Here,
I think,
bring up your mic, buddy, so they can.
Yeah,
hear
yeah,
you.
I'm from Houston, and I think Rolando too, but he is always leaving and going away. Yeah, so actually, Tosin called me and said, "Hey man, I'm in town and all that," and I was like, "Okay, I have to do something." And then immediately, our studio came to my mind. I said, "No, I've been meaning to come record with these guys."
And
Tosin
we had
would-
not met each other. I don't think we had spoken ever.
I think we might have exchanged a few texts on Facebook or something.
Maybe like a long time ago,
yeah,
but
then I when he said he was in town, I said no, I have to come in and record with this guy in the studio here, and so that's how. But we are not all in Houston. I wish I can. Maybe this will get him to stay.
maybe we shall see.
well, it sounds really good, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Really know about. I mean, I just got this yesterday. You know, we've been friends for a long time, like he rightly said. And when he called me up, I said, "Hey, are you available to do this recording with us on Christmas Eve?" And I'm like, "Okay, have you been thinking about this, or this just came up impromptu?" So I he sent me the songs yesterday, and I'm getting to meet Achu for the first
For the
time
first
today.
time
For the
today?
first time
Oh,
today,
man.
and this wonderful guy here. So, but so far it's been a wonderful day to me so far.
Yeah, you're all connected somehow. You know,
Yeah,
that third degree of separation. You know,
Yeah.
everybody knows somebody.
Uh-huh.
And so whenever he sent me the video, there was a guy that he was playing on that video, and I knew him. So
Charlie? Yeah.
Charlie
Charlie.
Perez. So we all kind of are connected some kind of odd, weird
That's
way.
right.
And that's what music does, guys. Music is powerful.
It
Music
is.
brings people together.
It's
from
universal.
from all places of the world. I mean, you know, Cuba,
Yeah.
Cameroon, Nigeria, Mexico.
Yeah.
Where are you from? Nigeria and Mexico City here.
Yeah.
I mean, who would have known?
Yeah.
One day we were all going to be sitting together here. right?
I know.
So tell us a little bit about your influences. Growing up, who were one of your major influences that kind of like inspired you to do what you do now?
Yeah, when I started playing guitar, I took a liking. I was into a lot of jazz, and I just liked. I'm actually gypsy jazz. I like Django Reinhardt a lot, and I just loved what he was doing. And then I worked so hard. I was trying to measure up, and then also, but I've really been influenced by the musicians that left Cameroon and went to like Europe and America, and they really made a name, and I would say they put Cameroon on the music map of the world. So I've been influenced by Richard Bona and Henri Dikonge, especially my guitar playing. I've been influenced by Henri Dikonge, and I've been influenced by singing. I've been influenced by Richard Bona and Wes Madiko.
Okay.
So, but these guys, what they do is that.
Pull up the microphone.
Yeah, these guys, I'm really what they have done for not just me but young musicians from Cameroon is that they have really given us the recognition, and because when I came out here to America, when I call someone and say, "Hey man, my name is Achu Normad, I'm from Cameroon," and immediately they go like, "Oh my God, a Cameroonian in my city. Do you know Manu Dibango? Do you know Richard Bona?" And these guys, they've done a lot of work, and they've softened the ground for us here, and we are able to pick a guitar up and then play, and then immediately I grab a guitar. Someone starts thinking, "Oh my God, he's from Cameroon. He's probably going to play like Bona," and then it's raising the bar too high for me, and then I have to now try to step up and fill those big shoes. But it's not been easy, but it's been the challenge, and that's the driving force, the influence in my music.
Well, you have been doing very well, man. I mean, just listening to your music,
Thank you, sir.
it's just so awesome. I wish I was more. I knew more about the influences you're talking about, but your rhythm, your style. For me as a musician who likes all types of music, I may not know all the artists, but man, your style is so different than what we have had here.
Oh, yeah.
And so I knew you were going to be a great fit for this show, man. And we hope to have you here more often. I know we just officially met as well. And so, thank you for being here.
Cool.
Tosin, tell us a little bit about your influence. I know you're probably a lot of people's hero, and a lot of people look up to you, and so that may be a little odd question for you, but everybody has an influence. Everybody grew up listening to something.
Yeah, we all came from somewhere and got some tips, ideas from someone. So I will count at Blecky, the jazz messengers band leader, as one of my major influences on the drums. Phil Collins, of course, Fela Kuti, major influence when it comes to Afrobeat arranging and writing music, because my musical scope is beyond just playing the groove. So I write, I produce. So I look at a lot of musicians out there who are doing a lot of things, great music arrangement and production wise, to tap from their ideas, from their way of doing things. The guys that I really admire. Sting is one of my major influences too. That may sound strange, but yeah, it's one of my influences. And then Bob Marley. I remember when I was growing up in Nigeria, when I was in secondary school, or what we call high school here. At night, I'll wake up around 3 a.m. Studying, and then the music that I always had in the background was the music of Bob Marley, constantly every night. And so that was a major influence for me in terms of how to think like a poet, because Bob Marley's songwriting was very poetic, very prophetic, very profound. So I got a lot of ideas from that, and a lot of jazz drummers that I've watched play. Dennis Chambers is one of my influences when it comes to drumming, playing jazz solos and stuff like that. So it goes on and on and on. Yeah.
And I have to ask, what do you think about Carter Buford?
Oh yeah, Carter Buford is one amazing drummer as well, with Dave Matthews Band. Yeah, I love his rhythm, very tight pocket. He's solid when it comes to that.
So have you ever played, and I know you've played with tons of people, have you ever played with somebody that you looked up to before, like before you were like big, I guess, if you had to put it like that?
Yeah.
What's that feeling like, to be able to play with like people that you looked up to?
Yeah, it was a very great feeling, like, wow, this is paradise for me, because that's like a musician's dream. Someone you look up to, someone you admire so much, and one day you get the call that, oh, can you come and work with this person? It's like your dream come true. Yeah, so it's very exciting.
Well, it's a pleasure to have you here, man.
Yeah,
and we did sound check a few minutes ago, and immediately I could tell your caliber, man. I mean, everybody, but a drummer, you give the drums a voice. You don't just play drums.
Thank you.
You create, like, it's like an orchestra. I know it's probably not your, I know it's not your drum set, but you just, you were just able to make it so, to own it, and to make it a full band on its own. I was watching your hi-hat work. Your kick work, your toms. No, dude, I pay attention,
Thanks.
man.
Cool.
And, after so many
definitely.
shows here, so many musicians, man. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.
And
Thank you
I'm
for
not
having
gonna get
me.
tired of saying that. And Merry Christmas Eve, guys.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, dude, Mr. Bass Player, tell us a little bit about your influences and some of the artists that you look up to.
Well, I don't sing. That's one thing. But growing up has been really exciting, because I've been privileged to listen to different genre of music. But when it comes to bass playing, I was playing bass, but I guess I didn't really understand the depth, the true meaning of bass playing, until I heard the name Abraham Laboriel, John Patitucci, and what's his name? His name just skipped me right now. The slap bass player,
Wooten?
Marcus Miller. Yeah, thanks for that. So because they have like different styles, like Abraham Laboriel, I got the rhythmic interpretation from him, and Marcus Miller for slap, and the finger style from John Patitucci. So I was able to combine the three together, and over time now we have different, like Richard Bona. He's my idol, honestly. So but growing up, I was able to listen to different when it comes to bass playing, and I look up to these people. Eventually, in 1999, somehow I met one of my idols. Actually, one of my idols was his name? Stanley Clark.
Okay.
Yeah, that's at North Sea Jazz Festival. And he really gave me some insight. and I also met with George Duke. You know, so we had a little chat, and they gave me, it's like they gave me a piece of advice that actually opened my mind to music afresh, and it has been a new journey ever since. Playing and knowing the discipline. Yes, I play bass back then, but I just play bass just because my fingers can run.
Yeah.
But now I play with meaning, and knowing fully well that you're not alone. This is not a solo album. You have people you're with. So no matter how you feel, no matter what you want to do, you still want to make sure that you are supporting the music. You are right there, and without straying away from what is required.
So I guess a big problem that I've noticed that musicians have is that they don't know how to listen.
Obviously not.
And listening is just staying quiet and listen, giving a break is just as important.
It takes discipline, because
it takes
there's something
discipline
inside of you that really wants to show, hey, go ahead, do this thing, but you have to hey, silent, keep it.
It's what they say, less is more sometimes.
Exactly.
And I feel like some in a bass player that's just kind of doing all over the place kind of can get a little overwhelming. But if you give some cool lines, you're gonna really get, I think, more attention as opposed. But that's cool, man. That's some great advice that you just gave me, I guess, and musicians that may watch this in the future.
Well, thank you.
Well, it's a pleasure to have you here, buddy.
Yeah, I'm still having us here.
Un poquito. You want to do in Spanish or English?
I can try it in English, but it's gonna be a struggle
Dude,
for me.
It's okay, man. It's okay, buddy.
No, I can try it.
Está bien.
Yeah, está bien.
Yeah, todo bien.
Okay, man. One of my bigger influences, I think, is John Coltrane.
Okay, yeah, of course.
Yes, I mean, I'm from Cuba, and you can never forget where you came from, you know. And so that's why I grew up listening Los Bamban, Isaac Delgado, and all that salsa music, that we have there, in Cuba. And it's part of the tradition, the dancing. I don't know how to dance, but
but you appreciate people that
yes,
dance.
I appreciate all that a lot, and all my family dance so good, And so I think that we all, on the Caribbean Sea came from Africa. So being working on this project, for me is so interesting. And I mean, I was talking just a few minutes. You were listening to me saying that, that I've been playing with Achu for 1 year and a half, before, But this is the first time that we were playing with real, African musicians. Because before that, we were all Cubans and Achu.
Oh,
it was really fun too, But for me, it was comfortable. But right now, it's challenging, man. All the time, because, but it's beautiful, Music.
It's a journey.
Yes, of course, and music is a language, and we are trying to talk. We are trying to do a wise speech, playing together.
Yeah, dude.
And I think that I'm talking too much in English.
No, you're doing excellent. I don't know what you were worried about. It's perfect.
No, but thank you, man. But no, ya estoy nervioso ya.
Nah. No need to be nervous. But dude, un placer tenerte aquí. It's a pleasure to have you here, guys. So should we be expecting any new material?
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about it.
Yes, I've been itching to tell you about this one.
You were
Okay. Yeah. So, but first, I have a project, and it's a Akumba music project. It's kind of it's a record label and a band that I have. So what I do is that I get artists from back home, from Cameroon, and I kind of get them together, and record some very beautiful songs. And
you do that here in Houston?
Yeah, actually I record voice there, and then we record the other instruments here. We mix and master all here in Houston.
Awesome.
Yes, and so I work with all genres, and I do with Afro pop, Afro jazz, and even the Afro beats they do and all that. So all these I'm putting together. It's material, because I believe that the music coming from my country is so unique that I believe that I can be able to bridge that gap and really link it with the music from the West, from Europe and America. And that is what, I mean, people from my country have been doing that, like Richard Bona I was talking to you about. They've been merging our genres, Makossa and the Bikutsi, which is the stuff you will be hearing in 6/8. They've been merging that with jazz, and we just...
And that's awesome, dude.
Yeah, we're coming out with this a fusion of African jazz, I would call it.
And I'm looking forward. I know I didn't hear everything y'all were doing or y'all are gonna do during soundcheck, but I'm looking forward to listen to all of your music.
Yes. So while I'm working on some songs, I'm working on recording some songs of mine, Outcry, and a small EP that I will do, and then also the Akumba Music Project recording artist from Cameroon. And I'm pretty sure I was just talking with Tosin, and then he was talking to me about, hey man, we should get together and do something too. So we have a lot of stuff coming up and all that.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah. So I'll say 2020 is coming, and I'm looking forward to dropping some EP myself.
Awesome.
This one of the songs that we're doing this afternoon or this session is Fresh. And we will be doing it for the first time. I actually wrote it about 2 or 3 days ago. Yeah, I went to Guitar Center to practice, and I just got on the piano and I started coming up with the arrangement with the song. Very easy song that, you can sing along or dance to, and some
I'll be
instrumental.
dancing on this side.
Yeah, and so and some instrumental solos on the song. So that's part of what's going to be coming out in 2020. Along with some stuff that written so far in 2019.
That's great, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome, guys. Where can people find you on social media? I'm sorry,
Yes.
do you have any music that you're dropping or anything? No?
Yes.
No, okay. Where can people find you on social
Okay,
media?
just Achu Normad, at Achu Normad, just that one word.
All
Achu
platforms?
Normad. Yes, all platforms. And then I have my music on the Apple Music and the Spotify and Pandora, and I'm literally everywhere. Just Google me. I also have a website, achunormad.com. You can have my music on there and all that, and which will also have my shows on there, like gigs I have booked up with my friend here, Rolando.
Awesome.
And yeah.
Well, we have to go and check you out live, man.
Yeah. So
Tosin, where can people find you, man?
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram, Tosin Beat. That's TOSINBEAT. Yeah. So videos, shows coming up, everything is.
I know you do a
posted
lot
there.
of educational material.
Yeah, I do
as well.
educational materials as well. So I'm working. So like I said before, not just EP or music that's gonna be coming out in 2020, but I'm gonna be launching an app for my instructions for beats that you can download and sample and stuff like that. So I've been recording some beats in the studio. That's gonna be on the app
That's
and
awesome,
on my
man.
and in my
that's big, dude.
on my website as well, which is tosinbeats.com.
Dude, that's awesome,
Yeah,
man. We're gonna
thank you.
tag all these videos back to y'all.
Great.
Guys, if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We showcase local music here and people from all over the world now.
Yeah.
We've gone international, and so we really appreciate your support. We've been doing this for 4 months, and the support that we have gotten is unreal. We're really happy, and we hope that this new year coming up, brings up a lot of other artists. And by the way, I forgot to tell you, anytime you want to come here, you have a home here.
Oh.
Anytime any
Wonderful.
of you have a project and y'all want to come and
you.
do a live session here, man, our doors are always open. I love the Afro beats, man.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's where it really has influenced all types of. I mean, it's
That's
in
right.
everything, man.
Yeah, it has exploded.
It's exploded.
Yeah.
It's in everything. You cannot find music nowadays without some kind of influence from the Afro beats,
From the
man.
motherland.
Yeah, of course, man. And if you're watching on Facebook, guys, share this video. Make sure that these guys are getting seen. Every time you share it, there's a possibility of somebody new finding out about them. That is the power of social media.
Yes.
It's free. You have a phone in your hand, anyways.
Yeah.
Everybody has a phone in their hand,
Uh-huh.
so we're bringing the music to you. It's the power of technology. If you're watching on Twitter, retweet the event. If you're watching on Twitch, follow us, and then do whatever people do on Twitch. I'm not really sure. I'm not really. So I want to give a couple of shout outs to Kevin Hamlin and to Not Cancer Fest, February 21st to the 23rd at where is it at? at the Wildcatter Saloon. All the proceeds go to Texas Children's Hospital. Everything from beer and food, they send it for research for cancer. It's called Tune Out Cancer because they're helping out with the research. Support that, guys. Ivan Oropesa and Rock Animal. Every Wednesday we have a Spanish rock concert here.
Oh,
And so we have a Spanish rock
nice.
concert sessions.
Yeah.
King Baby Familia, Diego for all the mad love always, Severo Brown and Zona Libre in KFPT for sending us a bunch of artists to showcase, Hank Lamb at 90.1 for sending us more artists to showcase, and Westone Audio, our sponsor, they sent us in-ears for
The in-ear
everybody.
monitors, yeah.
They sent us 11 pairs for everybody.
Cool.
Thank you guys for sending us that, for believing in us. We put them to good use. All these guys are using them. We use them every day. We actually just messed up one yesterday, so I'm gonna be reaching out to these guys to get maybe hopefully they can replace that. But guys, I've said everything that I need to say. Anything else you want to say before we get the show on the road?
I think that's it for now, but I will definitely be coming in to do more recordings, and can you believe it? I live just about 10 minutes from
This guy
you.
lives like 10 minutes from here.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
I know. So definitely I'll be coming in again to do some
Awesome,
more
dude.
shows.
Well,
with
anytime you want to come by, man. Our studio is open to new artists.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, we're gonna take a minute break. These guys are gonna go to the booth and they're gonna get ready to do a amazing concert for y'all.
Yeah.
And we'll be right back, guys. Stay tuned, and we'll see you in a little bit.
All right. Gracias.
Check 1, 2. Okay, guys, thank you for joining us in the studio live today. Happy Christmas Eve. We are going to go ahead and unmute all these channels for these wonderful musicians. There you go. There's Tosin mics. This is Mike. Everything is live, guys. Thank you for joining us in the studio. It's a pleasure to have these guys here today. Let me see. Where are we going? There we are. Guys, can y'all hear everything okay?
Yes.
I'm really excited about having y'all here today, guys.
Thank you.
Of course, man. It's our pleasure. It's our pleasure to have y'all here. If y'all need any help with anything, putting on, let's make sure that we close the doors, guys, so that they can see my logos. But no, I'm just kidding. Nah, so that everything sounds like it's supposed to sound. All right, guys. So, guys, the show is yours, man.
That song was titled Mbichine Yahweh, which means because he is good. Now, this other one is titled Akakogo, which means like a deaf, like I can't hear you. Now, this song, for me, it's about being able to express myself because there's this sometimes I feel too oppressed by my environment that I cannot really speak freely, and I feel like, hey, can someone give me a voice, give me some strength to be able to speak out and express myself? And so it's the song. It's kind of a mix of some Cuban style, and then with the 6/8. Of course, there's always the 6/8.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So.
chayule mabonga bentu nigamne tutagande magegangero. How do I empower my people to stand up? Chayule mabonga bentu nigamne tutagande magegangero. How do I empower my people to stand up? Imbonga bentu nigamne tutagande magegangero. How do I empower my people to stand up? Tiewati wule imbonga bentu nigamne tutagande magegangero. How do I empower my people to stand up? Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
It's super exciting, guys. We're over here dancing.
Yes,
Yeah, literally.
actually, that style it's called Bikutsi. It's a it's a kind of a more embellished form of Bikutsi, but it's from Cameroon, and that's the music we play back in Cameroon. It's mostly 3/4, that's 6/8, and it's very rhythmic. And come and see how they dance it in Cameroon. So
Well, it's very awesome, dude. Maybe one day I'll make it out there. Mr. Saxophone player, Great solo.
Yes.
That
That's
was
Rolando
pretty dope.
Benitez for you. I've been working with him for a while now, and I'm just thrilled to meet these guys.
He's
And
all
on drums, Tosin.
Tosin, man, you're amazing, bro.
Thank you, thank you.
Yes.
So the next one we're about to do is my tune. I wrote this a few days ago, and it's titled "Ao Mayo," which means we shall be rejoicing and we shall be dancing. We shall be having fun. That's what it all means. Just something mellow, pleasant, and fun. Yeah.
Awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Are going to be singing as well?
I'll be singing on this one.
Oh, awesome, man.
Yeah.
Great. It's a pleasure, man. Pleasure to have you all here.
Sure, thank you.
Aho mayo, aho majo, aho mayo, oh, aho majo, aho mayo, oh, aho mayo, eh, aho mayo, aho majo. Ao mayo, ao majo, ao mayo, ao mayo.
Yeah.
Ao mayo, ao majo, ao mayo, ao majo. Money, ao mayo, ao majo, ao mayo, say, ao majo, ao mayo. Ao mayo.
Thank you.
Very cool song, man. Very, very
Very
cool
much.
song. So this is the first time it gets played live, right?
First
Yes.
time.
Can-
Very, very first time.
Awesome, man. Well, I'm glad it was here, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
you
you,
for
guys.
having us around our studios, and shout out to all my friends out there, especially my artists in Cameroon, Renew, Aza, my other artist, P Gender, and friends and supporters, and my brothers, Julius, the man of God, Ivor, and then also my friends in Houston, Charlie Perez, and then Ilya. Ilya told me he's in Guinea now, so he went for vacation. And shout out to, and then I want to really thank my friends who came over to play with me, Rolando, Tosin, and thank you so. I'm going to be playing with you now. I know Tosin is not going to be here, but I'm here with you. Please, let's do this again. You're awesome, man. Thank you. It was a pleasure. Rolando, we are going to Cuba, please. Yeah, please. Yeah, it's right on top of my bucket list of things to do. Thank you, Mr. Ramirez, Roger Ramirez. Thank you, R&R
Thank you
Studios.
for having us. Thank you, R&R Studio.
Well, thank you, man. It's a pleasure to have musicians like your caliber here, man. Well, it was a pleasure, guys. Thank you very much for being here. All right, guys. So we're gonna bring you back to me. Thank you for joining us today, guys. It's Christmas Eve. Hopefully everybody's gonna have a great time with family and friends. We're here at R&R Studio. We brought you these amazing musicians here today. We bring you live music every night. So your subscription is important to us. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Give us a like. Share this music, guys. And thank you very much for being here. Thank you for tuning in. I know this was an early show, but it was a pleasure, guys. Thank you. Thank you very much. And have a great Christmas Eve and Christmas. And Happy New Year's. Thank you very much, guys. Enjoy your day.